Juliette, but don't hit it. But most importantly, we were just hitting a target. Now we're hitting a human, so we have to bring the power down a little bit. Striking, go. We only sit out when there's an odd person or an injury kid. But what you want to do while sitting here is watch, especially the upper belts. Because my great hope is that their example is a great learning experience for you. What's working, what's not working.
Oh.
What do you know, what do you not know? What are you going to try the next match? What is outside of your skill set? Watch the hands dropping, Reagan. Reagan's not going to wait for you tonight, Juliette. Woo, Caleb, careful where you're walking. Great job on the mounting stuff. All right, close your guard, and we worked on armbar from the guard just last week, Reagan. I don't know that I've ever seen you quite pull that technique.
Juliette, go, go.
Good. Now push your leg. Nice, Juliette.
Good, Juliette. Great job, Juliette.
Now really try to stretch it out, Juliette. At a certain point in time, yes, you have to realize that you got to let go of it and get yourself in a better position. Now really all you're doing is preventing at that moment, Juliette. Your back is turned, Juliette. We need to turn into her. Continue to hand fight. Drop your chin and turn in. Don't sit up, turn. I wish I could tell you could sit up out of there, but we rarely get away. Yes, Reagan, I was about to ask for it, but you gave it to me right away. Perfect. All right, back in her guard. Remember, the guard is a temporary solution. Remember, grabbing at her ankles, Reagan, occasionally is a possibility of setting her back to her behind. You've got to sense the arm bar coming, Juliette. You've got to go around her legs. Nice job. Yes, I like how you sensed that she was ready to protect against the armbar and you changed gears.
It's gonna be
Might
hard.
have been a better time for a single
she
forearm
knows
choke
she
or
can
something
escape.
like that, Juliette. You kind of pulled her right back into it. Try to turn into her, Juliette. If the pain is too intense, with her strength advantage, she can probably just stretch out, not really choke, but just cause such discomfort for the tap out. Face the partners, please. Attention, bow, shake hands. Mix it up now, trying to vary your techniques, confuse your techniques. You don't want to be predictable. You don't want to be easy to figure out. You don't want your opponent to know what's coming. Every time you move, something different. Don't be afraid to use fake movements, a quick jerk of your hands or leg or body, even a quick change of your facial expression. If you want to try to get now very tricky with your martial arts, look low when you strike high, or look high when you strike low. You can't do this every time, but this is a nice thing to throw into your martial arts, especially if you notice something. Some fighters, especially experienced people, they watch you. They are looking for clues as to what you are doing. So this is where fakes, or the deceptive eye movement, by looking low and kicking high, or looking high and kicking low, or even start your movement for it looking low and then change it to high, or make your body look like it's a high kick and chop it into a low kick. Stop and go. Keep the person in front of you. Great chance to practice your double and or single leg takedowns. Careful, Marab. If she sneaks out of this, she's got your back. Nice job not letting that go. All right, let's see. Okay, are you okay?
Juliette, go, go.
Kind of fell back. I didn't see it, but did this happen? You were here for falling week. Can this arm stop our body? No, and I know it's hard to change. This is instinct, but you can break that arm just as easy. You gotta learn to fall to the body and use that arm as the very last little toothpick straight thing to slow you down. All right, you okay to keep going?
Juliette, go, go.
Continue through it. Okay, Juliette, trying to crank on the neck. He's pretty big and strong, Juliette. The chance of just tweaking his neck and his size. There's the neck, though. Now, choking the neck is certainly viable. Marab, nice job hand fighting and getting your head turned into her. Great job being right back on the attack, Juliette. Again, he can't really choke you at that moment. He sure can't hurt you. You can actually get a, so to speak, shoulder lock, Marab, that we don't even usually teach. Juliette, only you can decide, but maybe bringing your legs to the top of his head, Juliette. Okay, you went the other way, possibly adding more pressure to your arm, Juliette. If it's in a bad spot, Juliette, it's not worth an injury. Don't be afraid to tap out, but don't turn away from it. Okay, and I think that's her tap out. You probably want to use the free hand, maybe on the mat. I think there was a moment Keep the person in front of you. We did single and double leg takedown last week. Nice little neck takedown, Bebedette. Almost like you weren't ready for her to go down. Therefore, you didn't go down with her. All right, Fletcher, legs should go around his waist. And try to tighten up that choke by getting your left arm to your right bicep. Oscar, do hand fight against it. Try to turn and drop your chin, Oscar. And then ultimately turn and face him, Oscar. Uh-oh, you were out, Oscar, but then you kind of stopped and let him regain the dominant position. All right, yes, Edith, not just holding on to it, but also trying to, yes, go, but nice, Edith. Perfect escape. That is exactly what we teach in here. I love it when it works well for you. Good. Okay, Michaela, grab your own hand, Michaela. It's a Greco-Roman style throw. You can't slam her, but you can take her down. Nice, that's called a wizard arm, Juliette. That's something we need to talk about more.
Juliette, go.
Okay, good. Kind of a neutral moment. Okay, Michaela, only you can decide how long you want to hold on to that back. Michaela, boost your hips and roll to me. We needed hips behind it. Oh, Michaela, you can still use it with your hands the way they are. Michaela, flatten to your back. Push with both legs. You're not using your hips when your legs are out like that. Okay, Juliette, it's called a slow choke, laying your chest on their face. It's called a slow choke for a reason. It's a very slow move, but it is better than nothing sometimes. All right, Edith, it's looking good. You just need to reach and grab this opponent closer. Okay, you're a little down in the jaw. That doesn't feel good. Stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Face your partner. Fighting stance. Grappling, go. Face your partners, please. Attention. Bow, shake hands, and have a seat to the side. Reagan, we want to do something immediately. A nice little job getting to his leg, Reagan. All right, got the half guard, Reagan. Andreas controlling her wrist does occupy. Don't know if you know any leg locks, Andreas. You've got the basic idea. If you do know the heel hook, we don't use it, but I don't think it looks like you're quite there yet. You could use a knee bar. Nice job keeping the leg between, Reagan. That single little move there kept him from advancing to a better spot. Interesting, Reagan. What can you do with that arm? Instead of just holding on to it, always looking for the submission. Juliette, get his leg that he's trying to reap you. You want to get, when you're the smaller person, you want to get this to the ground quick. There you go, Juliette. Working on the leg. All right. We always have to worry about the front neck lock. Good. Tough to do standing, but with that size advantage, you bet tap out if that neck's in trouble. Step. Face your partners. Attention. Bow. Shake hands. Let's line up.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, we don't have time. Good. And Elliot caught it earlier with Edith. The best way to go about it. Let's go ahead and be formal about it. Descend behind those that are similar to you in rank, and then attention. Bow. Ms. Guillaume has successfully and honorably attained the rank of 3rd level brown belt black stripe.